Busia Senator Okia Omtatah has taken legal action to stop the launch of the Social Health Insurance Fund, filing a petition in the High Court under a certificate of urgency. Alongside two other petitioners, Omtatah is seeking interim orders to suspend the implementation of SHIF, citing concerns about the lack of necessary legislation and possible corruption in the awarding of a contract to Safaricom Consortium. The SHIF is a central part of the Kenyan government's plans to provide universal health coverage, UHC, but the petitioners believe that the program's rollout is fraught with legal and procedural issues that could undermine its success. Key legal challenges. The petitioners argue that the subsidiary legislation required to operationalize the Social Health Insurance Act, the legal framework behind SHIF, has not been enacted. This failure, they claim, renders the ongoing attempts to implement the fund both illegal and unconstitutional. Without the proper legislative framework, the petitioners contend that the SHIF lacks the legal basis to proceed, and any action taken to operationalize it would be in violation of Kenyan law. Omtatah and the other petitioners are therefore asking the court to quash the current subsidiary legislation being used to support SHIF, asserting that it is being applied unlawfully. In addition to suspending the SHIF's rollout, the petitioners are also calling for a full review and possible annulment of the government's agreement with the Safaricom Consortium, the company contracted to provide the Integrated Healthcare Information Technology System for UHC. Allegations of corruption and fraud. The court filing also exposes serious allegations regarding the nature of the contract between the government and the Safaricom Consortium, which includes Safaricom plc, Convergence Network Solutions Limited, and Apero Limited. The petitioners have attached highly classified documents that they say reveal a fraud scheme involving corrupt government officials and individuals linked to the Safaricom Consortium. According to these documents, the contract has been structured in a way that would allow for the theft of substantial sums of money, either from SHIF contributions or, should these contributions fall short, from the consolidated fund. The petitioners allege that the Safaricom Consortium, despite its appearance as a legitimate investor in the healthcare sector, is merely a vendor of computer software. They argue that the consortium will not be investing any capital into the Kenyan economy and will instead retain all the rights to its software products. This means that, rather than contributing to the nation's healthcare infrastructure, the Safaricom Consortium could sell the same technology to third parties while charging Kenyans for its use. Public concerns and lack of value for money. The petitioners emphasize that the contract offers no value for money to Kenyan citizens. The software provided by the Safaricom Consortium is not exclusive, and there is no clear justification for outsourcing this vital element of the UHC initiative to a private entity. Instead, they argue the Digital Health Agency, which was established under the Digital Health Act, No. 15 of 2023, should be responsible for developing the Integrated Healthcare Information Technology System. The Digital Health Agency was specifically created to lead in the development and management of digital health systems in Kenya. According to the petitioners, the Safaricom Consortium's involvement undermines this mandate, and the government's decision to contract the company bypasses the agency's role, raising questions about the legitimacy of the deal. Safaricom Consortium's contract under scrutiny. The contract between the government and the Safaricom Consortium has attracted criticism for being opaque and potentially harmful to Kenya's long-term healthcare goals. The petitioners argue that the contract was entered into in a manner designed to benefit private interests rather than the public good. If allowed to proceed, they fear it will result in significant financial losses, which will ultimately be borne by Kenyan taxpayers. Moreover, they allege that the terms of the contract allow Safaricom Consortium to monopolize the technology used in the UHC system, depriving Kenyans of potential alternatives that could provide better service at a lower cost. This would not only stifle competition in the healthcare technology sector, but also limit the government's ability to negotiate more favorable terms in the future. government's response, and Safaricom's position. While the government has yet to formally respond to the petition, the Ministry of Health has previously expressed its commitment to the UHC agenda, with SHIF being a cornerstone of that initiative. The government has defended its decision to partner with the Safaricom Consortium, arguing that the consortium's expertise in digital infrastructure makes it a valuable partner in the rollout of UHC. Safaricom, for its part, has maintained that its role in the UHC initiative is to provide cutting-edge technology that will help modernize Kenya's healthcare system, ensuring more efficient service delivery. The company has not yet addressed the specific allegations made in the court petition, but it has previously stated that it is committed to transparency and accountability in all its operations. The wider implications. This legal battle has far-reaching implications not only for the future of SHIF, but also for the broader UHC initiative in Kenya. If the court sides with the petitioners, it could delay or even derail the implementation of the SHIF, forcing the government to revisit its legislative and contractual frameworks. Additionally, the case raises important questions about the role of private companies in public health care and the potential risks of outsourcing critical health infrastructure to external parties. As Kenya moves forward with its ambitious plans for UHC, the outcome of this case could serve as a precedent for how the country balances private sector involvement with public health objectives. For now, all eyes are on the High Court as it prepares to rule on one of the most significant healthcare cases in recent Kenyan history,